So we're going to be watching on the open. As you can see a little bit clearer on the ES that we found balance, we found acceptance at supply, buyers accepting higher prices. So whenever I get these type of conditions to look for an entry, I want to see one side win, break or test above or below, or one side to get trapped. And since this is supply, I'd like to see buyers get trapped. With this break above here, could have been that trapping buyers chase the breakout above. So now if we see a flush back below, that would add a little bit extra confluence for me in terms of seeing trapped participants to fuel further downside move with their stops. So that is what I'm going to be watching. A little bit of reaction here. We can get that first trim in. Coming down to it now. Still maintaining a little bit better here than I'd want to see. Looking for a little bit more of a push down. See if we can get that move down here. I'm trying to find support around this 50 area, which I don't like, but see if sellers can step in. This is a play I like, so regardless of the result, you know, is what it is. See if we can maintain. Do have data at 10 o'clock, so ideally want to get some trims in on this position before we get close to that. Held again. Let's see if we can get a move down towards this trim spot. Need a break of this 50 area. Good break of this 50 area should push us down to the trim area, but staying patient here. See if that's gonna be it. Need some selling to really step in here. And then very stagnant at this supply, which I don't like to see, but still holding the areas we're supposed to. So I don't want to panic out of this, but it is holding up a lot better here than I'd want to see. Just being very honest. Keep dropping and rebidding. I don't love that. Every time we try to drop, it's getting just bought right back up. Red's that 543.5 as well. Let's see, trying to break lower here. Coming down. First trim spot approaching. Filled. Nice. Great patience there. It was really testing my patience, but you got to stay true to that. Low a day, next trim area. We look to trim on the break of that low, stops break even now, which puts us in a good position for data in case we do some craziness with data. You know, you're kind of in a position where you can just leave that stop break even now. So again, low a day, next trim point. Want to make sure that R to R made sense. Let me just focus in here for a second. I'll talk after. I want to see a break of this low. Do not want to see us hold, which we're trying to do, but I want to see us crack below this low, and I'll look to take some off. There we go. Yep. Filled. Nice. So now looking to hold trim some 5550 SPX and 5450, excuse me, and then demand below if we continue to see downside from there. To me, this was just a matter of, okay, I'm gonna watch what we do here actually. If we're gonna maintain this, I might look to take this positioned off with data in a couple minutes anyway. I'm not looking to hold into that much so anyway, but I don't like how we just wicked out low like that and immediately rebid it. So let me see what we do here. Ideally want more out of this, of course, but with data approaching, if we're going to be wicking this low, I'm going to just take this as a scalp. Been having a lot of trades playing out lately that I give back a lot of open profits just because I'm not really seeing the continuation. So keeping that in mind, that's why I'm considering being a little bit more conservative, and especially with data approaching, I may look to size it down either way. Yeah, I'm taking two more off. And if we still just kind of consolidate in this area, I'm going to leave just two to run for data. I don't like leaving a big position for that. May look back at this later and, you know, paper hands, whatever, but again, I'm just getting down to a comfortable position now for this data. I don't like how we're wicking this low. I don't like how we're maintaining. I'm just going to leave this stop a little bit in profits here, just so I'm not, you know, suffocating it, but I don't want to see us maintain this low much anymore, and we'll just kind of take it from there. As I mentioned, data is just very unpredictable, so could give a great move, yes, but I like to think in terms of risk. So if it goes hugely against me, what am I risking? You know, it's like, gotta just understand it. But I think conceptually, great execution. Really got tested on that entry up here. As I mentioned, it was holding way more than I wanted to, but sellers were doing all the right things. Yes, it was holding more than I would like, but sellers never did anything that wasn't the right thing. They held the areas where they should have, and I never saw any real buying to be, you know, too crazy about. But got two lefts here. I'm in a comfortable position, just holding this now into data. Again, high risk to hold through data. We are wicking the lows, so this could easily rip face against me, but I'm in a very comfortable position. I like the trade that I got. I like the entry area. I think we took the right trade. And now, you know, very small, 20% of my position left to just kind of gamble a little bit with this data. Just gonna gamble a little bit. Could pay off, could rip against me, you know. We'll see here, about 30 seconds. I'm gonna even just take one more off. I'm gonna set a hard stop for this last one. Very small position for data, but let's see what we do now. See what we do here. Trying to reclaim previous lows, but staying patient. I'm not sure if the data's come out yet. And this is why you get into a comfortable position to account for bounce risk. So whether this comes up to hit that stop now or not, it doesn't matter. There it goes. There. So I'm out the rest, you know, and that's completely fine because I trimmed out the majority of 90% of my position. There you go, nice little winner. Not a huge trade, but a nice little winning trade, managed well. I think a lot of very key points and a lot of good things that we saw there.